I'm sure that you all must be knowing that in retail lecture, like this scribe image, we cannot use templates. And if we cannot use templates, how can we maintain fluency? How can we speak with confidence? This is what students ask us. Let me tell you. See, templates we cannot use, but it doesn't mean that we cannot make some general statements. There are some statements which are quite natural or general when you want to repeat or retell a lecture. And those statements have not been banned. What has been banned is your templated response, where the students were using some fixed words like I can hear, I can hear, I can listen, and then they just were giving the content. Such repetitive words or irrelevant content or templated response where you are using fixed words for every answer, this is a problem for you. This has been banned, but not some statements which are very general or natural statements which anybody would make when one has to retell a lecture. Such statements have not been banned, which means you have to act smartly. You have to use those statements in your retell lecture, but in such a way as if you are making general statements, normal statements when you listen to a lecture and now you have to retell or repeat the lecture. So these statements I'm showing you on the screen. These statements you can consider like a template only, but they cannot be highlighted by AI because these are very natural or general statements. Of course, when we give information in one sentence and then we have to connect our information, we can use linking words. Apart from this, the speaker also talked about or was focusing on this. So we can use such sentences which would not be repetitive or irrelevant, and we can memorize these sentences so that we can use them in our retell lecture. And finally, we can use one last statement when we have to conclude our retell lecture. Now, this is something which has been changed, that we cannot use templates, but certain things have not been changed. And what they are, that we have to write down the keywords. Keywords, when you start listening to the audio, you have to pay attention to the keywords. Make sure that you write some extra keywords. Generally, we tell you to use 8 keywords. But if you have written 10 to 12 keywords, it will help you. There'll be something in buffer for you, like, if you're not able to read some keywords because of your handwriting, or sometimes you get nervous or confused, you're not able to pronounce those keywords. So make sure that you always have written some extra keywords. These keywords you have to use in sentences. You can go for keywords or you can go for phrases, whatever. But make sure the keywords of phrases which you are writing, you should always be able to pronounce them effectively. If you have problem in their pronunciation, they can be problematic for you. Because I've seen some students write down some keywords, but they're not able to pronounce them effectively. So when they look at those words, they fumble, they get confused, and this affects their fluency. To avoid this problem, make sure that you will write the keywords which you are able to pronounce, or phrases also you can write. And you will use template, but that will have sentences which are general statements so that your response is structured, you maintain your fluency, and you speak with confidence. This is how you can use templates even now also in retell lecture.